Good morning, good morning, good morning. I bless you. I honor you. I love you. I bless you. I honor you. I love you. I bless you. I honor you. I love you. I am my I am presence. I am my I am presence. I am one with my Father, Mother, God. I am also one with the I am presence of every man, woman, and child on earth, the entire company of heaven, the angelic kingdom, the elemental kingdom, and Gaia, Mother Earth. I give heartfelt and sincere thanks for the sacred gift of my life and of life itself. I ask my I am presence to consecrate every thought, word, feeling, and action which I express throughout this day with more love and more light for myself and my world. Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sorrow, joy. O Divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to understand as to be understood, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive, it is in pardoning that we are forgiven, and it is in dying that we are born to eternal life. I am prosperity. I let go of the misconception that anyone or anything can withhold from me all that this abundant universe has for me now. I am the open door, and all kinds of riches flow to me now. I am an irresistible magnet with the power to draw to myself the supply of all good things according to the thoughts, feelings, and mental pictures I continually hold in my consciousness. I realize that I am responsible for my life situation and that I have the power to create whatever I wish in my life. As of this moment, I choose to create for myself a life of health, success, happiness, and prosperity. I know that this universe is filled with God's abundance, and I accept these riches into my life now. I choose infinite abundance for myself and for all humanity. I know all of my needs will be perfectly met at all times. Rapid changes come in all aspects of my life as I now open my mind to the unlimited resources of this universe. All of my financial affairs are now in perfect order. I love doing my work, and I am richly rewarded, both creatively and financially. I give my love, my gifts, my all, and I am therefore rich, well, and happy now. I am prosperity. Take a breath into that. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He maketh me lie down in the tall grass. He anoints my head with oil. My cup runneth over. He leadeth me on a path of righteousness for his name's sake. He prepares a table before me in the presence of my foe. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow, I shall fear no thing, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. O cosmic birther of all radiance and vibration, soften the ground of our being and carve out a space within us where your presence can abide. Fill us with your creativity so that we may be empowered to bear the fruit of your mission, Let each of our actions bear fruit in accordance with our desire. Endow us with the wisdom to produce and share what each being needs to grow and flourish. Untie the tangled threads of destiny that bind us as we release others from the entanglement of past mistakes. Do not let us be seduced by that which would divert us from our true purpose, but illuminate the opportunities of the present moment. For you are the ground and the fruitful vision, the birth, power, and fulfillment, as all is gathered and made whole once again. And finally, I am the open door for the violet flame. I am my I am presence, and I am one with the I am presence of all humanity. As one voice, one breath, one heartbeat, and one energy, vibration, and consciousness of pure divine love, we invoke the most intensified frequencies of the fifth dimensional crystalline solar violet flame of God's infinite perfection that cosmic law will allow. Beloved Saint Germain and your legions of fifth dimensional violet flame archangels, we ask that you blaze, blaze, blaze this violet flame with the power and might of 1,000 suns in, through, and around every thought, feeling, word, action, memory, and belief that humanity has ever expressed in any time frame or dimension, both known and unknown, that is reflecting anything less than heaven on earth. Transmute this energy, cause, core, effect, record, and memory back into its original perfection, and seal it in an invincible force field of God's comprehensive divine love. We accept that this activity of light is being God victoriously accomplished, even as we call. We also accept and know that this violet flame is increasing daily and hourly, moment by moment, with every single breath we take, until this sweet earth and all her life have ascended into the fifth dimensional crystalline solar realms of light on the new earth. And so it is. Beloved, I am. Beloved, I am. Beloved, I am. Take a deep breath, my friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Morning Poems and Prayers. Thank you, God. Thank you, Father, Mother, God, God, Goddess, all that is. It is the 16th of December. It is the week of the winter solstice. And as we come up to 3 days before the event, the event is Sunday, so Saturday, Friday, Thursday. So we're 2 days from really being in the full power of the solstice. And of course, Friday is International Three-Eye Atlas Day. And there's so much to understand about this. The update yesterday, Three-Eye Atlas, of course, is the interstellar object which has been very uncomet-like traveling through our solar system since it was observed in July. And it passed by Mars and Venus, Mercury, behind the sun, and it's going to be its closest point to Earth on Friday. After all this, July, August, September, October, November, December, 6 months of people looking at this and not sharing pictures and finally sharing pictures, and the whole Earth defense system for interstellar bodies, defense mechanism being turned on throughout the planet, and NASA keeping photos that it took and could have released months ago, and then their press conference, when they finally made one, was laughably vague, and all of the channels and all of the astrologers and geophysicist Stephen Burns and others are all saying this is quite something. Yesterday's news was that it turned from green to gold in color. Originally it was red, and I think there was a bit of blue in there somewhere, but it's putting on quite a show, and it's gotten everyone who cares about mysteries in our universe paying attention. And as I said yesterday, my friend and very trusted teacher and colleague Alexandra Wenman assured us that absolutely it's a ship, and it is conscious, and they are like our parents, hoping we'll wake up and here to help us if we need a little help, but not to do it for us. So here's to the waking up, my friends. Yeah, we're getting there. If that sounds completely mad, you may have come to the wrong space this morning, but you're very welcome either way. Just delivering the news as I see it. So Morning Poems and Prayers has been here for 9 years, Monday through Thursday. This is my little podcast, of which I'm quite proud, and I also publish it. I'm doing it live on Facebook right now, as you know, if you're watching it, and I also put it on to Substack, so you can subscribe to me on Substack if you would like to support what I do, and for free, or make a donation. And you can also see it on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, Awakened Spirits Network. Let's start with a little Divine Feminine, Beloved Angel. This is from Elena. Aglow with the new patterns of dawn. There are beautiful new patterns present. It is intricate beyond imagining, and very, very beautiful. There is a great fullness filling the airs, the skies of earth. The new patterns have fused across, filling our atmospheres and altering everything. We are in a different trajectory of possibility now. Starships of the Pleiades alight aglow in preparation in support of the new solar wave of solstice. Their tonal variations of golden source radiance form interlocking chambers around our sun for the new light to synchronize in with us. And so there is lots of support. There is a gathering, a cosmic gathering. The dimensions of the angelical concordance of worlds light up. Again, like beautiful tonal variations of white, golden, diamond light, a resplendence like angelic lanterns or pearls gathered around the great central sun. For each of us, there is a potential to be aglow in the golden orb of your home star and its innermost sun-star palace, at one with the pure source geometries of the liquid crystalline plasma of the star crystal at its heart, with your people gathered around you. This is a between worlds passage, a time to be in the mystery and the beauty of source, to be in the stillness between timelines, between golden solar bandwaves of consciousness. And she says, I am moving house this week to the sea in North Devon, and so excited for this magical shift, and to hold the elven dawn ceremonies beside the ocean. It shall be a lot of packing boxes and picking up our things, where they've been in storage in Avalon for 2 years, whilst in a chaotic muddle of boxes, no doubt, shall be in by solstice, and I can't wait to share from there, for the ascension of our golden earth, with infinite elven love. Elena. Well, there you go. That explains a few things. I hadn't read that until just now. I'm looking at a picture, it's on my page, of the sun and waves of light coming out from the sun, and even 2 lights on either side of the sun to tiny stars or suns. And it's this is quite natural. It says, take a look at this sky. This was captured at night, high up in the mountains where conditions lined up just right. It's the moon. A massive lunar halo formed around the moon, with rare sidelights appearing at the same time. See, these are all fifth dimensional whisperings. These are all signs the paradigm is shifting, the energies, our experience here is shifting. These formations don't show up often. They require the upper atmosphere to be unusually organized. When they do happen, people stop and stare. Who else saw this? Okay. So, thoughts and prayers to everyone upset by the murder of Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle. Interesting, sad, tragic. Probably killed by their son by the look of it. And chap was a hopeless addict, I guess, who needed a lot more of something than he got. So a real big wake-up call for everybody. Meanwhile, of course, children and women and men are being murdered every day in Gaza, and the Ukraine is a disaster of epic proportions. So thoughts and prayers everywhere where there is the cry for love. The Course in Miracles, everything is love or the cry for love. Where am I going? Eileen Caddy, Findhorn. Findhorn and Abraham, lift us up above the madness. So I was doing some Lazarus this morning, Healing Crisis, and that's a good one to do before the crisis hits. If things are getting a little intense. But I had a magical day yesterday. I received my St. Vincent de Paul gift certificates for Christmas from Super Value, the local market, which is about a month's supply of free food, thank you God, and which I can get delivered to my door. So all of that is a great gift for a chap of my station and years, and very grateful for all of that. It was delivered by my lovely neighbor Patrick, who's a very, very sweet man. So, and lots of other little Christmas goodies flowing in. Here is Eileen Caddy for today, guidance for December 16th. Eileen Caddy of the Findhorn Gardens in Scotland. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. How important these words are. You have heard them many times, but what have you done about them? What do they mean to you? Take time to ponder on them until they become living, vibrating words in your life, and you do feel yourself being transformed by the renewing of your mind. You talk of peace and harmony, of the new heaven and new earth, of doing my will, of love and light being radiated out into the world, and of moving into the new. But what are you actually doing about it? Are you living in such a way that you are helping to bring it all about? Don't allow yourself to become like a parrot, saying things that mean nothing to you. Pray without ceasing for deeper and clearer understanding, and give thanks, and move forward and upward. Above all, live a life and let things happen to transform your life. Take a breath into that. Eileen was not kidding around. She is the business. And what does Abraham give us? You are the creator of your own reality because you are the chooser of the thought right now. You are the creator of your own reality because you are the chooser of the thought right now. What you think about, you bring about. This is me. What you feel, you reveal. What you focus on expands. What you believe and expect is what you invite. That is the story, my friends. Yes, this is final flight check before liftoff. Yeah. As Michael Fox passed away. God bless. Just looking for what's next here. Allie Ray. In times ahead, there will come a moment when, to truly see, you will need to close your eyes. You will need to close your eyes to the scenes and chaos of the world and see solely, S-O-L-E-L-Y, exclusively from your heart. Those who are using these present moments to deeply commune in their hearts and exercise the heart's vision will find this to be quite natural when the necessity arises. Here's the Sermon on the Mount from Sister Allie today. Imagine for a moment that there is a child who has a bicycle that they have not taken the time to learn to ride and practice being adept at. Now imagine a storm is coming in the distance, and the child is told to urgently get on that bicycle and ride north away from the storm. The child would be overcome with stress, having to suddenly and intensely do something it had not done before in an urgent situation. These present moments are the moments to exercise our heart vision and to commune ever deeper in our hearts, where true love dwells, where the wisdom of God dwells. And so as things unfold on earth, whatever they may be, we are in knowing, we are in communion, we are in peace. And we have easily and naturally closed our eyes so that the vision of our hearts lead our way. May all be in peace in this moment and all to come. May all utilize these moments to commune ever more deeply in the heart. All is truly well. All is unfolding perfectly. The heart knows. I so love you. Allie Ray. God is, God is, God is. Love is, love is, love is. Take a deep breath. Yes, we're going over Niagara Falls in a barrel, my friends, at some point. It's going to be moments of intensity followed by moments of revelation. And this is what we're here for. Okay, God bless. Well, LifeWave just continues to bless my life. I'm meeting wonderful people and signed up somebody new last night and have another new person coming on board today, I think. Fantastic. And just a great meeting with my team through Mario and the South African group last night. There he is. Mario says, vision isn't something you rush, it's something you steward. As I pray about the years ahead, I'm asking God to align every area of my life, not just one. When faith, family, finances, and fitness are surrendered to Him, clarity follows. Comment align if you're asking God to align your life for what's ahead. Brother Mario. Let me give you Mario here.
In the next few years. How are you? Coming to you from Queensland, Australia. I'm just thinking about the next 5-10 years. What is your vision? Where do you see yourself in the next few years? Can I encourage you with these 4 different areas to start writing, thinking, praying, and believing? Number 1, your faith, your relationship with God. Number 2, your finances. Where do you want to be financially in the next 5-10 years? Your family, your relationships with your family. What is that going to look like? And number 4, your fitness. Can I encourage you? What are the things that you're going to start doing to get healthy? And that means everything. Your mind, your spirit, your body. So just remember, Start writing these things down. 2026 and beyond. Start having a clear vision for your future. And I just encourage in those 4 different categories: your family, your finances, your fitness, and your faith. God bless each one of you.
There you go. I'm blessed to be on the journey with this brother. Ingrid Turner. I just found a playlist on YouTube Music called Millennial Mixtape, and my heart is so happy. All right, Sudhart, bless you. I think Ingrid's still in Thailand. Nikki Hamid. I love the total feeling of my connection with the dirt. I love the touch, the smell, and the deep feeling of strength and aliveness it gives me. When was the last time you plunged yourself in? When did you put your bare feet on the grass, on Mother Earth, or have sand between your toes? I was just reading about this yesterday. I'm not just talking about grounding. I'm reminding you about your vitality, your life force, your connection to your Mother Earth base. You're allowing her to love you, to stroke your brow and caress your face, your whole body. You have dreamed of being loved unconditionally. How often do you make yourself available for her to do so? She gives you life. She is the source for your health, your well-being, your vitality. She is the magic of your aliveness in your body. 10 minutes walking peacefully with her, plugged in, is worth more than any amount of time in the gym. Take your shoes off every day and allow her in. And if you dare, lie naked or near naked directly on the earth. Dirt, grass, or sand, and at least with some skin contact. Watch the aches and pains fade. See how better you sleep. See how much better you sleep. Miracles of health and healing are simply available to you if you would take 2 steps, because the arms of Mother Earth have a resonance that your body craves. We need the connection to her heartbeat. We have forgotten. Remember, remember. And it is exactly the same with water. And mums, when your children come home after being cooped up in a classroom all day and are fractious, run a bath or a shower for them and let them play in it for a while. Do it yourself immediately you come home from work, and wash away the psychic effluvia from the outside while singing in the shower. I so love you. Nikki Hamid. Nikki, thank you. He's given us a beautiful lady lying in the grass there. Thank you. So nice. Yeah, I was just reading this, and of course Addie Lamborn, our teacher, has been telling us this for years. Get your bare feet on the earth every day, no matter what the weather is, and you'll see an amazing change in your health and wellness. Here's one from Livia Devi. Guided by Arcturus, held by Ohana. Kauai is the kupuna wahine of the islands, the grandmother who remembers. Her aina holds the breath of the Lemurian ancestors, those who lived in Pono with the earth, guided by Aloha and Malama. When I return to Hawaii, I am welcomed into the Ohana. The kupuna open their hail and their hearts, sharing I me oelo and laughter. We sit together, no separation, only like pass-through presence. This is aloha lived, not spoken. The Polynesian people read the heavens as family. Na Hoku were our teachers, and Arcturus, a zenith star, stood as a pui, P-O-U, pu, of guidance, steady, watching, reminding us who we are across time and ocean. Here, sky and land are one. The ancestors walk with us. Kauai listens, and in the circle of elders, I remember. Mahalo Nualoa. Livia Devi. That's brilliant. Take a breath into that. Thank you, thank you. So, one of my teachers is Addie Lambourne, and she does these free groups. She's done these free groups for years, and Annie and I have been on many, many calls, and she just put up the notice that she'll be on for the next 3 evenings. But you do need to be a part of the her group, which is €12 a month. That's a new thing that she's just needed to start to let it be easier for her to organize things and know who's on the team, whatnot. So that's available. If you want to learn more about that, just text me and I'll give you the information. But I just was looking at her email here. Can I? Give me 1 second here. Boom. There's Amanda. Just again talking about the energies of this week as we come up to the solstice. There it is. She says, "Dear guardians of Maravati, our time is now as children of God, as the rainbow children. Each day I am in quiet awe, AWE, of what is unfolding in the ethers of this realm. So many teams are working in precise orchestration for the liberation of humanity and this world. So many gatherings are taking place in the celestial realms, beyond what the human mind can fully grasp. Excuse me. The realms are merging. What is happening cannot be explained intellectually, yet we are witnessing one miracle after another. We are living inside a moment of profound transformation. For this unprecedented time and rare opportunity, we will gather on Tuesday, December 16th, Wednesday, Thursday, at 11 a.m. Pacific time to move through this passage together. We are leaving behind a world we once believed to be real. The constant theme these days. As you know, delusion is the act of believing the unreal to be real. And together we will walk through the single way door of liberation. If you are able, please join us. This gathering is offered exclusively for our Green Tara Circle team, for you. So I'm not even paid up, but I'm invited. That's a nice thing. Thank you. Appreciate that. She is very generous and very inspiring and really, really unique, really absolutely unique. Thinking of our sister Patricia Cotter-Robles, which is how I met Addie Lambourne, through Patricia, and Patricia and Addie have been working together for years. And Patricia's retreat, I imagine, is probably coming to an end this week, because the 21st is the 40th day. Ann Tucker, how one thing leads to another here, Ann Tucker is continuing her 40 days of activations with the Mother of Creation, and which is not identical, but is overlapping with these 40 days. So with Ann's work, with MOC, as she likes to call her, she's on day 26 at the moment, I believe. And so there's still 15 days to go, 14 days to go. So hers is a week or 10 days past the 21st. But it's all lining up, my friends. People I'm listening to these days, Nancy Rebecca, her frequency forecasts, wonderful, wonderful teacher. I mentioned Alexandra Wenman. She's on my page. She has another new interview. She's in Switzerland right now. That lady is bouncing all over the planet. And more power to her. Livia Devi, of course, we just read. And I've known Livia for years. She's been a dear friend. This girl, Akura. Stuart Pearce and his interview with David Wattle, I think. David Wattle. Elizabeth April. Steve Judd. There's Gary Zukov. They're all beating the drum. They're all bringing the medicine. They're all giving us a similar or identical message. Politically, they're a few steps behind the light workers, but they're doing their thing there as well. What am I looking for? I'm looking for Ann Tucker. I want day 25 day. Let's try this. Thank you for being here. Okay, day 24, embracing renewal with Mother Earth. Day 28. Okay. Winds of change. Yeah, okay, we're on day 28. Well, okay. Just get that queued up here for a minute. Boom. So day 28, so 10 days from 9 days from today. Yeah, it's pretty close. This is Tuesday, so Sunday is 5 days from today. And she's on 12 days, so yes, it overlaps a little bit. Brilliant. All right, well, let's do this thing. Yeah, here we go. Ann Tucker, my friends. Day 28, flowing with the winds of change. It's usually about 10 minutes.
Following it down where it's dark, and the link, it is, Christy's posted it.
One moment. So this is usually about 10, as I say. And they've been amazing.
And drop down from your tailbone a nice thick root that goes down through the floor and down into the ground. And follow it down with your mind as it grows and extends, growing deeper and deeper into the earth. Following it down where it's dark and cool. Extending longer and longer. And follow it all the way down to the very, very center of the earth. And when it reaches that central point, feel the root sprout and anchor itself in. As it does, notice that the root is pulling gently and becoming taut. And feel as that tautness moves all the way up the root. And all the way up your spine, anchoring you securely to the earth. And if I and the angels and the Mother of Creation have your permission to see and work with your energy today, please give us your verbal assent. Yes, it's okay that
Yes.
I don't hear you. And I'd like to ask the angels to please help me to be a clear channel of healing and information for our group gathered here today and all those listening on the recording for our highest and best good. And please help us to receive this healing and information. Thank you. All right, I'm going to go a little, I'll stay in my body for this part, but I'll bring in Mother Creation and she will set sacred space for us. And this takes me just a moment. And she's moving out, moving around clockwise, moving around our gathering, around each of us, and around creating a sacred circle in a spiral. Into this space, I'd like to invite our 3 archangels, and please ask you to clear each and every one of us of any energies not in our highest and best good, any energies that are not our own or that are not in the light. Please clear us, our field, please clear our possessions, our technology, and the space that we are in. Thank you. And just relax and take a breath as they do their work. Thank you. All right, I'll go a little deeper and bring in MOC. Good morning. I am with you once again. I am here. I am here like a breath, like the wind. I lift you up like the wind underneath you, like the wind that is rising, that is swirling all around. I am like a breeze. If you think about a breeze, it comes and it goes, and you can feel when it has went, but it comes again. So was it ever really gone, or is it just sitting with you in the stillness? Does it take a breath just like you? Is the wind always present? Is it with you right now, and it breathes a big breath, and you feel it like a gust, and then it settles to itself and is quiet, and you think the wind has gone, but it hasn't. It is simply resting, and it will breathe again, and it is always right beside you, sitting with you just like I am. The wind is always present. The wind is a friend. The wind lifts you. It lifts you into presence with itself. It stirs things. It brings about change and transition. The wind blows things away. And you think the wind goes with it, but it does not. It always stays. The wind is omnipresent. The wind is right where you are and never leaves. The wind simply moves things, not itself. The wind moves objects. It moves energy. It is like a breath that moves through you and through your energetic field. You are not really solid at all. So does the wind pass through you? You are wondering. Well, in a microscopic way of thinking, yes, it does. It moves right through your body. It moves in the entrances that you provide and those that you do not. It passes through the microscopic pores, the empty spaces in the physicality of you. What parts of the wind move through you? What aspects of the wind can pass through a physical body? The parts that are alive to what I am, the field of my presence that moves within you. The wind is full of everything, but mostly presence. The wind is full of presence. And when the wind blows and when it is still, the presence of the wind is inside you. It is present to what you are and how you're growing and how you've been and what you're feeling. And the wind is always watching, learning, wondering, thinking about humanity and how it forms around this earth and what it makes for itself within it. And how it stirs, always never sitting still. For you are change and the frequency of change, and the wind knows this about you and understands this about you. And the wind does not always change. It receives bursts of change, from stillness to change, to stillness to change. And it knows that you, unlike itself, do not settle well in periods of stillness, that you fester. Yes, you fester in dialogue with the earth when nothing is moving. And yet when things change, then you are still in dialogue with the earth, in the wonderment, what will become of me? How will I change? And in both polarities, stillness and movement, you are unsettling yourself in fear about what comes. And I would advise you even now, to have in your understanding about what change really is. That change is like the wind. Change is like the wind. We think that change comes and goes, that change takes things away from you, that things change and you are no longer with them and you no longer have them. But change is in fact what you are. And just like the wind, change rises and falls, a great gust of change, and then the stillness, and change is still there. And everything you let go of, everything that is lost is not really lost, for it still exists because it was at one point part of what you are. And you have either incorporated that which was knowledge, or you still cling to that which is the lesson. Therefore, nothing is ever really changing. You simply feel. The concept of letting go is so important, dears. The concept of letting go must be held close to you now. Letting the rise and the fall of the wind, and the rise and the fall of the change inside you, letting it move through you, letting it speak to you, opening what has been shuttered, so that the lessons may be incorporated. This is the true change. This is how change actually happens. It is transmutation. This is what change is. It is the transmutation of your soul, and thus the world. And I will guide you now through a practice of easing your own acceptance of what is transmuting inside and outside and all around you. Take a breath and settle yourselves, like the wind, into the stillness, accepting that you are in presence with all things. Settle yourselves sweetly, silently, gently, calmly, as you would in the quiet times in the middle of the night, when there is stillness all around you and nothing is moving, and letting the body settle and set down all the apparitions of busyness, and letting all that is inside you open into the acceptance of presence and presence-full appreciation of what is. Letting all that is stillness move through the body, as if I'm pouring a great vessel of warmth over your head, and it flows down around you, soaking into the skin, around your shoulders and neck, across your chest and arms, soaking in the stillness, evaporating that which is tension, letting your body calm and release. What is transmutation? We must start with what is on guard in the body, where you are holding things in tension. And this is our process we gather to today. We find the tension points in the physicality of who you are. And here you are gripping, resisting the natural release of what is transmutation. Open the flow and let it seek and find where you hold tension. Into the neck, yes, down into the shoulders and into the jaw. Pay attention in your stillness, watching, in your awareness, in your presence-full appreciation of all that you are and all that is. In your awareness, notice the tension that goes down through the center of the body and in the chest, and spreading across now from the spinal cord in many directions at once. There are placements of tension, different for each, equally important, all available for transmutation. Down into the feet, I wish you to resolve your awareness. Here there are pressure points, many, which operate in utility to access many points throughout the physical body. Imagine your feet submerging in the golden liquid which I have poured across you, letting it pool in a beautiful container made of glass. And your feet are soaking within it. And as you place them in, the warmth spreads between your toes, relaxing all the tension, every pressure point. Every moment you have been waking or asleep, or you've walked or sat down, your feet are soaking in this liquid through acceptance of peace, through the relaxation of the body, opening up hardship, releasing that which has been resistance, opening to the potential of transmutation. Soak up from below the liquid I've provided and let it flow down continually through your crown, and let these liquids form no barrier inside of you, letting them flow and being at peace, and noticing how all that is restriction inside you opens. Into this space now, I speak to your change. I speak to that great wind that you contain, and allow it to rise very gently at first, coming into the body, a gentle gust, a gentle breeze, to move through those joints and those pressures which are now opened, where you have released your grip, where you have felt resistance, and let them rise in the gust of wind. And let transmutation begin. With each breath, the wind rises inside you. A great gust it is bringing as you breathe in relaxation. Do not brace. Allow. It will move through you, from inside you. Relaxing, as if you are carried in the wind, like a leaf carried gently in spirals of ascension, letting yourself flow in the breeze of the wind, being the change that moves inside you, letting yourself rise and fall with no pressure, as if your body is the liquid that you are filled with, and is ease and no pressure. A swirl and a gust, and playfully the work is done. As change moves and flows inside you, seeking more fun, more play, roaming, moving, because it can. Because it can. Why does the wind blow? Because it can. Allowing, without restriction, the flow of the air, of the breeze, of what is change, transmuting that which you will allow, opening your heart now to purify that which you have let go of, to draw in that which is released, to call it back home, to let it begin again, transmuting the flow of emotions unsaid, words you've held, letting them flow through the heart space, opening yourself, the column of light, the flow of your energy is easy and open, and the wind flows like a breeze, and you swirl into the new dimensions of your soul, of acceptance, of how to be and become, acceptance of a new path, a new world, acceptance. You are moving, flowing into the change that is rising inside you. Change as this new dimension comes into a time frame, into a perceptibility, into an opening. And will you accept it? Yes, you will, you are, you do, for you are open, like a stream, like a river, endless and forever, like the wind. It never leaves you. But the change is now accessible. And you transmute and you change that which was an anchor, and it becomes new wings. It becomes something lighter, something brighter, more open and effervescent. And you as a beingness are more fluid than before, less regulated, more concentrated into a new frame of reference, of seeing yourself as a being more lightened than heavy, more easeful than pressured, with beauty to create in a new world that is receptive and ready as change is created from inside you. Take a breath and allow your wind to settle into stillness, your change to relax, to self-acceptance as the breeze moves and bestows its gifts of transmutation. Be easy with yourselves today. You are a blessing on this earth. I thank you and say goodbye.
There you go. Take a deep breath. Marianne, welcome. Okay, that was the amazing Ann Tucker. Day 28, Flowing in the Winds of Change for the 40-day glow up. So as I said at the beginning, we're in this little 40-day spin cycle, and the more we take full advantage of it now, the better prepared we are for what's next. And I don't think you could ask for more wisdom and love and light than what we just received right there. That was truly gorgeous. Thank you, Anne. Take a deep breath, my friends. Yeah. Where are we? Yeah, that should do it for today, I'd say. Thank you for being here. If you're just joining us, we're here for the last hour. I'm on live every Monday through Thursday, 9 to 10 a.m. with morning poems and prayers. I don't think I threw a poem down here today. Always nice to keep the promises, yeah? Just looking here. We'll give you Rumi for our closer here. He says, I tried to find God on the Christian cross, but he was not there. I went to the temple of the Hindus and the old Jewish synagogue, but I could not find a trace of him anywhere. I went to the Muslims' house of Allah in Mecca, but God was not there either. I questioned the scholars and philosophers, but God was way beyond their understanding. I then looked deep into my heart, and it was there, where God dwelled, that I saw him. God is nowhere else to be found, but deep inside your very own self. Jalaluddin Rumi. 500 years ago, I believe. My friends, God bless you indeed. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful day. If I can help you with a one-to-one session, please let me know. And we'll be on tomorrow night with my LifeWave project, 7:30 Zoom call. You're all welcome to that. And you can go to the PayPal link and buy me a coffee if it suits you on this page. Or you can also subscribe to Substack. Lightheart 2018 is the address there, and I'll have the link there as well. And check out Awakened Spirits Network, both the Facebook group for teachers and teachings and the YouTube channel, which I have more than 400 videos on there, many of them interviews with other wonderful teachers. Lars Muhl and Nalia, Olivia Devi, David and Vivica, Walking Crow, Standing Bear, Chief Phil Lane Jr., Charlotte Emily Rose, Heart of Lemuria, the list goes on and on. Yeah, Aluna Joy, Alexandra Wenman, some amazing, amazing messages there. So, thank you for being here. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Peace, peace, peace. Happy Tuesday.